Hey guys, Tom here. This is the first look at Season 3 on WWE Supercard. It looks amazing. We've got three superstars, AJ Styles, Brock Lesnar and Dean Ambrose circling around the main screen. But we want to get into the juicy goodness. So we're gonna tap that button and we're gonna skip to the main menu. So this is probably the first time you guys have ever seen the main menu for the new Supercard update, and it looks great. Now the big news this year is you can scroll left and right as well as up and down, which is pretty cool. You can get to things a lot faster. You can also use the tabs at the bottom to access the pages that you want. But anyway, today what I'm gonna do is I'm going to show you all the things on the main menu, and then I'm going to show you new gameplay for the Royal Rumble, the ranked mode, and also the wild mode. So that will be at the end of the video, but firstly I'm just going to click on everything basically and show you guys around the main menu. So the first game I'm going to show you is Royal Rumble. This is the new game mode and it's a lot of fun. Basically the aim of the game is to control the ring. On the screen right now is new card backs. You can have a front of the card, which we're used to already, but you can now earn card backs by winning matches in the Royal Rumble, which is amazing, and there's some really cool things to offer. Also, this is my deck for the Royal Rumble game. I'll show you some gameplay of that later on. This is wild mode. This is exactly like Exhibition last year, apart from the fact you can use Season 1, Season 2, and Season 3 cards all at the same time. And the ranked mode says what it does on the tin basically. This is the leaderboard. The more matches you win, the more likely you're going to move up the rankings. I think every time you win a match, you get 45 of them things, and then you're going to move up the rankings, and it's going to be a lot of fun. The Money in the Bank game mode has stayed exactly the same, but by the way, the rewards are going to change. They're going to be completely different for Season 3, but apparently your contracts are going to stay the same as what they were in Season 2. And if you didn't know already, your cards will be all okay for Season 2. If you had loads of Season 2 cards and you're worried they're going to disappear, they're not going to disappear. Basically, the three new tiers, Hardened, Elite, and Ultimate, are just above the SummerSlam tier. So all your cards from Season 2 are all still valid. Here's pack openings. King of the Ring is still the same as it was last year. So is the packs as well. Ring Domination is exactly the same as it was last year. Here's some of the cards I was just on about previously. That AJ Styles card is amazing. Shinsuke Nakamura, Sasha Banks, Kevin Owens, Bayley, Samoa Joe again. Oh my god, some amazing cards. Dean Ambrose. It's great. Season 3 is a load of fun. Also, I'm going to have a quick look at the packs again for some reason. I don't know. Don't ask me why. So here's the new cards. Hardened, Elite, and Ultimate. I've got a video coming up on the channel of all the new cards. A huge video of all the new cards. The Fusion Chamber is exactly the same this year. Nothing has changed for the Fusion Chamber. The Ring Domination is exactly the same as it was last year, like I said earlier. And you've got the help and the options. Nobody really cares about that. Anyway, let's get in to the new gameplay. So this is the new gameplay. Firstly, starting off with the Royal Rumble gameplay. The more matches you win, the more likely you'll get one of these trophies, and then you can use them to get card backs. You get rewarded with card backs the more matches you win, which is awesome. But how do you win the matches, you may ask? I will have an in-depth tutorial coming up in the next few days, but I'm just going to show you some quick gameplay I had. Now this is actually PvP. You play against somebody live, which is really, really cool. You only have a few bouts, so you've got to use them wisely. You've got to win as many matches as you can to use those bouts up well. But it's a really fun game mode. I really enjoy this game mode. I think this is the best new feature in this year's Supercard game, and it's a lot of fun. So how do you win? Basically, you've got to control the ring as long as possible. But the longer you control the ring, the more your stats diminish. But if you're controlling the ring, you win points every match you win. And if you're controlling the ring, you also get to choose the stat the next match is for. So if you're in the middle of the ring and controlling the ring, you're on to a winner. So the first match, when you first start out, you have a one-on-one match. Currently, nobody is controlling the ring, but the winner of this match will control the ring from the get-go. So who wins? The winner was Randy Orton. So now Randy Orton's in the middle of the ring. He controls the ring for the next match and can choose the stat for the next match. So he chose Charisma, and my Seth Rollins goes up against Orton and he loses. So he now gets 1 point for winning that match. If he wins another match, he'll get another point. But I use Brock Lesnar, and Brock Lesnar takes him out of the ring. So currently I control the ring. I don't get a point yet until I win the next match. But now I can choose which stat I want the next match to be. I choose speed. And can I beat TJP? Of course I can beat TJP, so I get 1 point. Now the next match, I get to choose which stat it's for. It's only toughness, that's the only choice I have, but sadly my stats have begun to diminish. My toughness stat has diminished and I get easily beaten by Rusev. The next match, I get to choose which card I want to take on Rusev and see if I can get the ring back. I choose Seth Rollins, and Seth Rollins of course wins, so I'm now in control of the ring. Which one shall I choose? I only have the option of toughness, which is okay because my toughness stat is absolutely fine. It hasn't diminished yet, but I still get beaten by AJ Styles, so I'm going to have to choose my card to see if I can get the ring back. It's still 1-1. It really goes back and forth all the time. The next match is toughness because he chose toughness, or she, and let's see if we can win. And actually, we do get the win, so we take back control of the ring by beating his AJ Styles. Now AJ Styles is in the middle of the ring. Which stat shall we choose? We don't want to choose toughness because our toughness stat has already diminished, so we're going to choose charisma because our charisma stat is still intact on the AJ Styles card, but we're still going to get beaten by Dean Ambrose, so it really is back and forth stuff on this new game, but I absolutely love it. So I'm going to choose another card to see if I can beat Dean Ambrose. Which card am I going to choose? I'm going to choose Samoa Joe, and I take control back of the ring. It's still 1-1, however, but I have a choice of toughness or power. I'm obviously going to choose toughness because my power stat has gone considerably down. It's on 214 now, which is crazily bad. Are we going to be able to beat Brian Kendrick? Of course we're going to be able to beat Brian Kendrick, so we get another point. Now, can I choose toughness or power? I want to choose toughness, I believe. Yep, I choose toughness because my toughness stat is still pretty decent. Do I get the win? And I get the win. I go 3-1 up. So my power is now on 0, but I have to choose either toughness or power. So I choose toughness. I don't want to choose power because my power's on 0. Why would I do that? But I then get another win, 4-1. And we go down to match 14. By the way, the last and final match, I believe, which is match 14, is the 3 points, which is a pretty big deal. So match 15 is worth 3 points, which is pretty huge. So if he got the win here, he would have won 3 points. But thankfully, he didn't get the win, and it ends 4-1. So that's the Royal Rumble gameplay. Let's move on to Wild Mode. So Wild Mode is exactly like exhibition matches, apart from the fact you can use Season 1 and Season 2 cards. There's also a new look to exhibition now, with this really weird, strange looking arena, but I kind of like it. Apparently they kind of said that since it's like wild and crazy and sporadic, that's why they have this crazy weird arena. But I quite enjoy Wild Mode. Exhibition, of course, was really fun last year. So now you can use whatever cards you want in any kind of combination. It's wild, it's crazy. That's kind of how they described it to us. And I'm playing Babble Diva once again. And I think I win 2-1 in this match, which isn't too shabby. Maybe even 3-0. What did we get? Did we win? Did we win 2-1? Was it 3-0? It was 2-1. Not too shabby. Let's move on to the ranked mode. Okay, so ranked mode just says what it does in the tin, really. Once you win a match, you get some of these trophies and you can move up the rankings on the leaderboard, the worldwide leaderboard, to see how well you rank up against your friends and other people like that, really. So every time you win a match on ranked mode, you win a trophy, you win 45 trophies in fact, and you get to rank up in the leaderboard. Now, the huge thing about this year is, once again, we're playing against Babble Diva, you can play PvP. You're playing against somebody live on Supercard, which is huge because that's never been seen before. So can we beat Babble Diva live on the ranked mode this year? That's what I want to know. The first one is toughness. We choose Seth Rollins because it's a great card, and we're going to beat Stardust pretty convincingly. The next one we've got to do is toughness and speed. Which one are we going to choose? We're going to choose Samoa Joe. Does Samoa Joe get the win? That's what I want to know. And he does. Samoa Joe gets the win. So the last and final match is for Charisma. It's a tag team Charisma match, and we win 3-0, which is great. So we win 3-0 on the ranked mode, which means we get lots of trophies and we'll move up the leaderboard on the ranked mode, which is pretty impressive and really fun. I think this is going to be a great game mode. Apparently they're now adding bouts to the ranked mode, so you're only going to be able to have a few matches per hour, but apparently they do regenerate a lot quicker than the RTG or Ring Domination or other game modes like that. The Money in the Bank game mode, they're going to regenerate a lot faster than them modes. But on this game that I played, the version of the game that I played, they didn't actually have bouts for the ranked mode, but apparently they're now going to have bouts for the ranked mode, which is something to note. But anyway, thanks for watching, guys. Smash the likes, take care, spike your hair.